So welcome everyone. Welcome to Scars Season 2, Round 5, here at Montreal. Oh shit, I forgot to mute the stream. I have the stream muted. I was hearing everything. Yeah, then hopefully that was not in the stream because it doesn't record the global sound of my computer. But yeah, so sorry for the inconvenience.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so today I won't be alone.
Very excited.
Won't be alone. I'm with Crash, the return of Crash, today for Montreal. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I'm excited. It's good to be back in the chair, back ready, raring to go.
Yeah, as you said, that Jacob is just starting his one and only qualifying lap here at Montreal. So, for those who don't know, Montreal, one of the two non-ovals of the season, the first one actually, was raced in the previous season and won by Radabato. This season, no major changes to the track, but major changes to the grid because we got way more drivers this time. So yeah.
Yes, we did. Bringing up our lineup today for all of our drivers, we're going to have the following turn and laps with us here this evening. We've got Kenichi, Turtle, we've got the Distributor, we've got Radapato, Wheel, Ore, we've got Echo, Koshi, and Mandevilla will be our safety car driver for today, and Jacob Stern will also be racing. He is qualifying at the current moment in that very, very beautiful Ramstein livery. Look at that.
That's not the Ramstein livery. I think you had the wrong skin pie. That's the Linkin Park livery now. But yeah, Jacob Stern out of Hell Corner will do 103.8. So predictions.
Not a bad time at all.
Yeah, not a bad time. Predictions said that this could be the race pace. So
who's next up on our qualifying?
That was Pulsar, but he's not here, so it skips him straight to Kenichi in his beautiful special livery, the blue one. But
yep, Iron Maiden, very, very good album, that one.
Yeah. So he also has other special liveries for the seasons, but for Montreal it is this one. I don't know if it is his prep lap or his hot lap though.
We'll have to see.
That was his prep lap.
Very, very beautiful here in Montreal, Canada. Very grateful for them for allowing us to use their city streets. For this race today, it's looking nice and good. 23 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy. Looking like a beautiful day for racing. We're actually coming at you live from Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota. And it's currently, let me take a look. It is currently 22 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like -7 because of the wind chill. And it will be snowing for the next few hours. So, very, very good time if you guys to go ahead and wrap up in a blanket, get yourself a nice cup of whatever it is you like to drink, and sit down and watch some motorsports with us today. Formula One cranked their engines in Australia earlier today, and they had themselves a grand old time. Lando Norris getting the dub for McLaren in the first race of the season. Things are looking good for Formula One, are they not?
Yeah, things are looking pretty good. Looking pretty. That will be a close season. Maybe with McLaren being above the rest, but enough talk about Formula One. Kenichi takes the provisional pole with a 103.6. I think he has been capable of better during the practice, but that's the time he gets for now. Right now, the next one will be Wio, so we'll be following him in his special livery, a TikTok livery.
Yes. Very, very, very well done. All of these skins are very, very well done. It seems Echo has also gotten started.
Yep, Echo is starting his prep lap actually. Wheel is already on the hot lap in his 29th car.
It's looking good so far through this set of corners. Got a little bit on the wall right there, but still maintaining a good amount of speed.
So just so you know, we named all the corners, but that's not official.
Is there like a chart? Because I didn't get that.
Yeah, there is.
Into the wall hard.
Yep.
He went very wide on that last corner. A lot of left front damage. It could be rubbing up against the tire. That could potentially cause some problems for him later in the run. And he gets into the wall again. And now he's out of control. Hard into the inside wall as he comes to a rest on the straightaway. Unfortunate for Wio. But I think that's going to put an end to any chance he had.
Echo is fast, so he has the time to finish the lap, Wio. But so, just so you know, last corner is called Hell.
Mm.
Then you have the two
Gotcha.
kings. You have the two kings. We're gonna go through them with Echo's left. So first king here, that's construction site. Then the city hall king. Then rushing through the first corner, the villa corner.
Okay. So we're here at the villa corner.
Then the
Very
small
nice.
king is called office. Then here it's crane. Rushing to the boxes. So next corner is box 1. The second after it is box 2. So there we go, box 2. There it is apartments. Then the first king of the corner is maze. Then drag strip.
He's gonna go down drag strip here.
And
Echo
then
won 2 races in a row already.
Then heaven here, and next corner is hell. And yep, you made me think of a little. We didn't remind the viewers about the standings. So yeah, Echo and Kenichi still pretty far with the Joker already deducted. Only 1 point are separating them. As Echo does 105.1, that's kind of a slow lap, honestly.
Yeah, it is very, very slow. Not looking good for him on this city circuit. It appears that Kenichi's going to have the advantage in the championship battle. Who's up next?
Koshi is up next. I'm gonna go over the standings real quick. So we have Kenichi leading with 107 points, Echo right behind with 106, Koshi third, the winner of the last race with 87 points, Ore fourth with 74 with his podium last race, Rada fifth with 73.5 points, Jacob sixth with 17.5. So again, the midfield is kinda close. We have Turtle that, despite driving the number 3 car, never finished higher than 4th. Is 7th with 55.5 points. Then Wio with 45.5, and actually I think he never finished higher than 7th that season. He only finished 7th. All races he participated in. The distributor, 35 points. Yapit, that's not here today, it's 14 points, and Pulsar, that's not here today.
Yoshi
14.
got into the wall right there. That's going to slow his time big time.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him a lot of time, especially out of this last corner, because it's the straight right after. 104.5, yeah, that's kinda slow from Koshi.
Whew.
As we
That'll be
have...
the first KRM driver out.
Yeah,
The
Rada.
second KRM driver.
Yeah, second one, because I don't remember which team Echo is in.
So Echo made his own team in the offseason, parted ways with KRM, couldn't figure out that contract dispute. So Wio and Crackhead Yoshi are a part of Kohler Riggs Motorsports. They'll be a duo car team.
We
As
also
come through
have...
office here, very nice. And we got a little bit loose, but he managed to keep it together. Very
we
nice
also
driving
have
from Radapato.
We also have the distributor in KRM right now. I think
Is that so?
Yeah, Koshi recruited him. Okay. Rada going deep into box 2. Now at apartments and maze. And now at drag strip.
And now into drag strip. He's going fast so far. He's on a good pace.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how he handles these next few.
So he's going through heaven and hell.
Through heaven. And
then...
now has hell left to beat. And then it'll be home free.
Takes it nice the inside wall.
The inside wall, but he keeps it out of the outside. That might cost him some time going down the front straightaway, but he is home free. And will he get pole?
103.8.
103.89.
Only 1/1000th of a second between him and Jacob Stern.
My goodness. Talk about cutting it close.
Up next is Turtle. So, despite hitting that inside wall, that's still P3 for now. So, who knows what this lap could have been without that wall hit and that kind of missed braking point in box 2. That could have been a provisional pole for sure.
Absolutely. So you see Turtle get his lap underway, going wide.
Villa and then
going
office
wide,
here.
and Villa getting loose, keeps a hold of it, and now through office. He does manage to get through office nice and clean. It's more important to take these kinds of tracks clean as opposed to fast. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And I think Turtle's going to try and keep himself going smooth here as he's through these corners through box 1 and
it's
box
really
2.
close to the walls.
And
That's
now
really precise
onto
line.
drag strip. He is cutting it close, but not too close. He has yet to hit a wall. He's going good so far in terms of cleanliness. Now through heaven. Scrapes the inside wall right there, but I don't think it's going to cost him too much.
Yep, the number 3 is intact right now, so that's not a hard hit. And now almost loses it into the last corner, but should be enough maybe to get in front of Echo, who knows, get in front of his teammate. And no, it's not.
Oh, almost.
Almost. That's a 105.5.
4/10.
Now we have Ore in his fabulous Ore paint scheme.
Jeez, I wonder who made that one.
Me. I made it.
Yes, it is, as he goes into Villa. Good start now. Gets a little loose right there. Whoa, almost loses it going into office. Keeps a hold of it. Very good driving from Ore.
Yeah, he's really
What
good
a
at
save
saving.
from him.
Yeah, he's really good at saving the car, but he loses it quite often to the boxes.
I mean, hey,
Yeah,
whatever works. Box 1 and box 2.
Apartments
Through
and then
and through.
and now into drag strip.
Nice and easy. He's got to nail this braking zone if he wants to stay in the top half of the pack. Scrapes the inside wall coming through heaven and the outside. That's going to cost him some time. He has to put it behind him. He has to nail this next corner. Big straightaway coming up. He's got to get
going
this
deep.
perfect.
He's going very
He
deep.
gets it.
He went very deep though, so let's see if he can carry enough speed. That'll be a 105.0. That will be in front of Echo actually, so that's not that bad.
Yes, he will. Not bad at all. Gets just underneath a 10th ahead of Echo, and that'll put him in 5th place.
Now the distributor in the Metallica 72 car.
Looks like we're off to a pretty good start.
So good. So far so good. Into Villa he goes. Then into
Very
the
early braking.
the office kink, and then into Crane. So far he goes very deep in the
early
corners.
on the brakes.
Yeah, goes.
I don't know if the car's just not handling properly or what. Oh, almost gets loose right there, but he manages to keep a hold of it. Good save from distributor.
I think he is trying to like get every corners properly, but he's kind of missing the apex point each time.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Well, we know he won't be last because Wio obviously spun out on his qualifying run. So all he's got to do is take it nice and smooth right here. Through heaven, now rolling through hell. Gets on the apex, tries to get back on the gas, makes contact with the outside wall. His left rear is slightly damaged. That'll cost him a lot of speed going down the front straightaway. And with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go, he will finish his qualifying run.
106.8.
So that should be everybody, right?
Yeah, I think this is everybody.
Yes, that is everybody. Everybody's qualifying run has been finished.
Perfect. So we have 9 people here ready to race. We're gonna have a lobby change to avoid any bugs. Obviously, you know the drill crash.
Obviously.
And so I'm gonna put the trailer for the stream. We're gonna be back pretty soon. Don't worry. Okay. They can't hear us actually. Oh shit! I didn't put the mic on. fine. I muted the mic though. Like I muted the mic, so my mic shouldn't have been sharing, but maybe Crash's sound did.
Maybe. The heck is the? Yeah.
It's fine. And
We had
also
8
something.
viewers.
Yeah, that's nice actually for Scott. I'm gonna put the live in the main race league server. Didn't do that. I'm a fool.
Mm. Is the slipstream still overpowered as fuck?
It actually got powered down, but it's still pretty.
Nice.
It's still pretty powerful.
Gotcha. All right, so Kenichi on pole.
Yep. We do have the old anyway. Erase the information. So that will be Kenichi on pole. On the front row, that will be Jacob Stern. Right about a third, Koshi fourth. Then third row will be Ore fifth and Enko sixth. Turtle seventh. Distributor eighth, and Wio closing the grid in ninth. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Jacob Stern actually pretty high up in the qualifying order, so that's kind of good for him because
Yeah, he had a very good lap.
yeah, he had a pretty good lap, and at Montreal, starting in the first, I think is kind of good because you can pull away pretty quick. Because behind in those tricky streets, if you are actually battling each other, you're losing quite a lot of time. So
Yeah.
you just have to
rough qualifying session for Echo, honestly. Him being 1 point apart from Kenichi, he's going to have some work to do in these opening laps to try and chase down his rival.
I mean, Echo has showed himself as pretty much short oval specialist. But I think he didn't shine in last season at Montreal. But he wasn't doing that bad, but he didn't shine either. So I think these kind of tracks, especially those street tracks, I don't think they are made for him. But one driver I'm expecting to be really fast as well is Rada, only 1/1000th of a second behind Jacob, and this guy actually knows how to protect the tires. So we'll need to see.
Yeah, true. Expecting big things from him today. We are closing in, ladies and gentlemen, on the green flag dropping. We're just waiting on Mandevil, I believe, to get to the front of the pack and start this thing off.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna refresh. So we have 6 people watching. Summer Spurge. I don't know who that is. Don't hesitate to talk in the chat if you're new or have any questions about the league, the game, or even anything else. We'll be glad to answer you. But right now we have 8 viewers. So this race has more views than usual.
Definitely. I think it's because it's got some right turns coming at us here. Kenichi electing to go to the inside as we get the formation lap underway. We've got Kenichi and Jacob Stern on the front row, as mentioned earlier. Koshi, been a rough season for him so far. He's third place in points, about 20 behind Kenichi and Echo. And, I mean, him winning this race would do big things for his championship hopes.
I mean, he can actually be happy of him, because be proud of him, because he won last race. That kind of helped him in the championship because he was even further away before. But yeah, he had a pretty good win last race despite missing stint 1 and starting last in stint 2. So I think he's gonna do everything in his power to win. but he said it himself. He doesn't like the track very much. He's just praying for next round at Iowa to come. So we'll see.
We will see how it goes. Very, very exciting.
Actually, after this race, Iowa will be the mid-season. So we're almost half a season away from the championship finally.
Oh, looks like we got some shenanigans going on there in the back. I wonder what that's about.
I don't know, but
Seems
guys,
Jacob Stern is a little slow coming through these corners. Very far behind.
he's putting some space with Kenichi, trying not to wear the tires off, because remember the tire wear starts at some point. So he's just trying not to wear them out.
That's very true.
We're gonna follow. I'm gonna follow the side from Echo's perspective, because it is the mid pack.
Roger that. All right, pace car is in. Formula One cranked their engines in Australia. NASCAR a few hours from now cranks their engines in Las Vegas. But today, Scars and Race League cranks their engines in Montreal, Canada. We are underway with Scars Season 2, Race 5, and Kenichi takes the low line going into the first corner as the braking zone comes up, things fan out. Mola Monster throwing it down the inside. Ore had his quarter panel in there, and now as things shake out, we got a big crash behind him. Echo up and over on his roof, and he will come to a rest just past the opening corner.
And that's the reset, so that's a caution.
Damage.
That's a caution. We had the distributor going with a really late breaking point to try and get the on the outside of Echo, but didn't manage it. But Turtle sees the opportunity to go inside, but unfortunately they collided between Echo and himself, and that kind of screwed up Wio. So
yeah, 4 wide going into that first corner. It's always super difficult. We proved it again right there. It looks like Echo was involved in a couple of other cars. I think Turtle was one of the affected as well.
I think despite this car not having a lot of aerodynamics, Wio is gonna feel the effects of damage. Because if you look at this car, it's completely crippled.
Yeah, no, his car is not handling very well after that accident. He may end up having to take a second stop in the pits. We'll see how things go as the safety car comes out.
Yep, he's pulling into the pits.
Our order is going to be... Looks like Kenichi will maintain the lead. Jacob Stern will maintain second place. Ore jumped up a couple of spots. He'll be in third. Radapata in fourth. Koshi in fifth. And then in sixth will be Distributor. It is unclear at this time whether or not he will be forced to the back of the pack for being the cause of that last accident.
Echo is actually going to be forced at the back of the pack because of the reset. I don't think the distributor was at fault at the incident. We will need to rewatch it if there's any protest. But right now, I think it's just unfortunate with Turtle going inside, then Echo mid, and the other drivers kind of close to each other. But right now, the driver making the big move is actually the distributor, because it was second to last, I think, and now he's in sixth. Yeah, he's in sixth. So that's really good for him. That will help him get into the slipstream of the leaders and hopefully get some other places.
Yeah, that will definitely help out his race efforts. And it appears that after the safety car has done its business, we've got... Hold on, let me see if I can get back there. All right, and then we've got... So after Distributor will be Echo, and then Turtle, and then Wio will be bringing up the rear of the field.
Going double file. I think, by the rules, I think Echo has to let go because he resetted.
It's unclear at this time. It appears that they will be making things...
Okay.
This appears that they will be going green this lap. The pace car is in.
Yep.
And we are now ready to resume racing here at Montreal. Let's try that one more time as we get along. Oh, we've got cars sideways. Just about. Turtle almost went sideways there. Very good save on his part.
Oh,
As
the distributor
first
trying
corner
everything.
comes up, Ore
Oh,
throws it down the inside.
gotta watch yourself,
Jacob Stern,
Echo
now we've
into
got
the-
more contact back there. Distributor
Echo.
sideways, but he manages to keep it together. And now they're single file coming through these next corners. Ore
Oh.
trying to keep it in front of Jacob Stern.
That's a game of bumper cars back there. The distributor that forced Echo into the social curve now colliding multiple times with Turtle. That's definitely pissing him off. Ore making the big move and now second place overtook Jacob Stern into the first section. Now Jacob Stern is
Now
chasing.
Radapata down the inside onto drag strip. And now Jacob Stern's going to throw it down the inside of Ore. Can he make it stick? Contact between them that allows Radapata to get through. Echo is around, collided with the inside wall, and now collides with Wio back there. It appears to still be a single car incident. We remain green, and Jacob Stern gets by Ore unscathed, and now he's got to try and chase down Kenichi.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Echo. Right now he's gonna. I think he's really angry. Like, first of all, this was not very fast in qualifying. Now this, I think he's gonna be pretty pissed and being angry when you drive is in good thing. Jacob Stern with the run on the corner. Wonderful move right there.
I don't think Ore is going to take that lying down. He certainly isn't the type. Meanwhile, Koshi back there, while these three battle it out, he's closing in slowly. Now Radapata down the inside of Ore. It's all falling apart for him. They maintain side by side, wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper, as we come through the next set of drag strip. And Ore gets slightly loose, pushed to the outside. Jacob Stern is running away. And now Koshi has caught up to Ore. I believe Ore has damage. He is moving very slow right now.
I think it was more because Jacob Stern gave the slipstream to his teammate, obviously. Wait, I think everyone is slowing down. Yeah, pace car is out. There must be an incident. Yeah, Echo went into the pit. There's an incident. The pace car is out.
Must have happened on that past lap. Must have required a reset.
Oh, and we are crushing the car into the pits.
Oh no!
He crashed the car entering the pits.
A horrible accident for Wio, as it costs him most of his bumper and a lot of his right front suspension. Crashes as he's going into the pits.
It's gonna struggle to reach his pit box.
Serious time.
He reached his pit box first try, fortunately. Oh, Turtle with big damage as well.
Yeah, he's missing his front bumper, it looks like. I thought he might have lost that on the opening laps, but it's unclear. And now as we get back underway, Kenichi maintains the lead. Jacob Stern in second, Radapato in third this time. Ore behind him, and it appears that Koshi has pitted, allowing fifth place to fall into the hands of Distributor. Now Koshi coming out of the pits will round up sixth place.
Right now we're on lap 6 out of 21. The lap 7 will most likely be in the pace car as well, unless Wheel, Turtle, and Echo can catch up to the pack very quick. Because remember the rule. They need to be behind the pack before the last corner. If they don't, that's an extra lap on the pace car. So right now we're looking at the pack. Actually pretty good battle so far, but a lot of laps in the caution. That was to expect with so much people in the streets of Montreal. But so far the battles were good, and that's all we want. Kenichi was kind of pulling away, but that pace car actually annihilates disadvantage. And I think they're going double final.
Take the inside lane here. And Radapata stays on the outside. He's supposed to be in third. He needs to go to the inside.
Yeah,
running out of time as the pace car gets in.
So green flag.
Radapata likes to stay on the outside. That's going to make a very, very weird stagger in this line because Ore can't go past him.
And
so now
we
as
are
they
back
cross
to
the
racing.
start-finish line, Ore's back on the gas sooner. Radapato is slow. Koshi pushing him, and now Ore tries to gun it down the middle. Isn't quite able to get there. Jacob Stern tries to shut the door.
The distributor
down the inside, gunning for third place. More contact between them.
That was supposed to
They
move
crash
on.
hard into each other, but they all keep it together. And now Kenichi and Jacob Stern pull away from the rest of the pack as a result. And Jacob Stern is going to try and make his move right here. Scrapes the inside wall, going through box one. Now,
box 2.
coming past in through box 2. Kenichi scrapes the inside wall. So does Jacob Stern. He's pulling away ever so slightly. Jacob Stern needs a very, very good heaven and hell to maintain his position.
Clark and Yoshi
Yeah, more
on the move
battles.
on Echo and Ore. Two cars into Draxim. Koshi loses it into the corner. Ore hits the wall.
No! Big contact! Big
And-
crash. They all managed to keep it together. Echo and Ore both come away with severe damage. Crackhead Yoshi moves up the order as a result, and now he's got to try and keep Echo off of his back. Meanwhile, up in the front, we've got Kenichi and Jacob Stern still fighting hard. Jacob Stern collects his speed, tries to go
Echo
down
with
the inside.
Radiator.
Kenichi's trying to keep the door closed, and he does successfully keep the door closed very late on the brakes. Goes wide. Kenichi went wide. He made a mistake, and now he's going to drop down to third. Jacob Stern and Radapata both get past him, and now he's got to start the uphill climb back to the lead. He overdrove it into the first corner, and as a result, new leader, 13 car, Jacob Stern.
Yeah, Echo as well went into the base because of radiator damage, so he's gonna be at the back of the pack too. Really good battle so far. We had that battle with Koshi, Echo, and Ore. We also have the distributor pulling wild moves into turn 1. I think we can all say that the distributor is the ballsiest driver here. Oh, contact between the Kenichi and Rada, the two teammates. No damage, hopefully, but Kenichi will remain to third, Rada to second, and that will allow Jacob Stern to pull away even more.
Yes, it will. Radapata making contact with the outside wall. He's going to be slow on this front straight.
And Turtle actually
just a little bit of
catching
time
up
to
to
go.
Cracked Yoshi, and Cracked Yoshi catching up to Kenichi and Rada with that battle. Kenichi on the move on Rada battle here into the Veil corner.
Turtle is in 5th place. He has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Yoshi overdrives it. Yoshi overdrives the corner, and as a result, that's going to allow Turtle to get a little bit closer. He does manage to keep it together and keep his position. Stellar driving by Crackhead Yoshi, as now Kenichi gets by Radapata and will attempt to chase down Jacob Stern.
Yeah, we saw Kenichi parking it into the turn, so Rada couldn't switch back, but that definitely cost him some time to Jacob Stern, who's now half the drag strip in front. Into heaven he goes.
He is gaining on him, but ever so slightly.
Oh,
And
right,
Radapata
so
keeps driving
close.
this aggressively. Yes, he did get bumper to bumper right there. Turtle went slightly wide back there, but it's looking good for them, for Jacob Stern so far. All he needs is for these two guys to keep on fighting, and I think that's exactly what they intend to do. Koshi was gaining, but it looks like he's losing time now as Kenichi is starting to find his rhythm. Radapata around the outside. He's got the lane. Are they going to overdrive the corner? It's always who gets on the brakes last, but if you're on the brakes too late, it does cost you big time. Radapata
into
around the
office.
outside. Drives around him. Can he make it stick? He's going to try and switch him back. He does nail the switch back. He is able to get on the outside again. Does he take the better line? Kenichi's forced to keep the door closed. As a result, he will go wide. Radapata now side by side as they come through box 1. They're still side by side. Koshi's now in the mix as he makes contact with the rear bumper of Radapata. He slides into the wall. Now coming to drag strip.
Lap 10. Oh wait, is it a caution? Oh, I think this is a caution.
I think we've got a yellow flag.
I think we do
check
get
on everybody.
Yep, we have a yellow flag.
What was the incident? Do we know?
No, we were not on the incident. We were focused on the battle. So I don't know who it is. We'll see the order. That will tell us. Rada with bumper damage, but that doesn't seem to be him. Jacob Stern still seems to be first still.
Kenichi pitting. Radapata stays out.
Yep.
And so will Wio from the looks of it.
I think Kenichi is pulling into the pits because now he's 3 boxes. He just needs to replace the tire, and now he doesn't need to pit anymore.
So Radapata, it's unclear if Jacob Stern pitted. If he did,
No, he did not.
He is our leader. Radapata will be in second, and the battle off pit road does commence, and it appears that it has been won by Kenichi. So he wins the battle off pit road. That'll put him in third, Koshi into fourth, and Turtle will remain behind in fifth.
So yeah, Jacob Stern hasn't pitted yet. Same for Rada Battle, as we can see with his front bumper missing.
Looks like the distributor will jump Ore in the pits. That is interesting. So it looks like distributor just overcut Ore for the next position. It looks like most of the cars are back around to the pace car. Jacob Stern, your leader, Radapato in second, Weo in third.
So Jacob Stern and
Looks like
Rada still not
Echo in
pitting.
fourth. So they didn't pit after the accident. So Radapato, Weo, and Echo stayed out. Kenichi, Koshi, and Turtle elected to change tires. So we're going to see a very, very, very interesting opening lap here as we wrap around for this next one.
Yeah, we definitely
We're
have.
still waiting on Distributor and Ore to catch up to the pack. Distributor is closing in. Ore still has a ways to go.
I think I'm definitely losing the gambling here because that's way more than 6 laps right now.
Yes. Ore still trying to catch up. He is making his way past Crane right now. And now he has caught up to the pack. So we've acquired all the drivers. We will be going green this lap. And it is looking like we are getting a banger today at Montreal.
Yeah, we so far a lot of battles, a lot of good battles, respect between the drivers. I mean, not on every restart we saw some balls move. That's why we're gonna be following the restart from the distributor's perspective right now, because that driving that might cost him a warning. Though I'm gonna be completely honest, that might be a warning for the distributor today. I know I'm not the one making the decisions alone, but right now the drivers have been informed that the pace car will be in this lap. So our race director is gonna pull to the pits, and the race will be back on.
Yes, it will. So it looks like we'll see how this plays out. How many laps to go?
So it's lap 12 of the 21, restarting for lap 13. So that will be 9 laps to go.
9 to go here in the first stage of Montreal. All the cards are on the table. All the marbles are in the circle. Here we go. Back running again at Montreal. Radapato gets a very, very good start around the outside. Echo looks like he wants to take it, but Jacob Stern shuts the door. And he's trying to
breaking
go
late.
up the middle.
Already losing it a bit.
Up the middle, and he is going to try and take the lead. Does he get there? He has to get by Radapato. Jacob Stern tries to take it back on the inside, but it's unsuccessful. Now, Weo will be
second
outside,
place.
going into this next corner. He's going to try and shut the door to Jacob Stern, who's coming down the inside, and now we've got a big bump. Radapato is loose, but he manages to keep a hold of it, and now Weo on the inside coming through apartments, and now through box 1 and box 2 coming to drag strip. And we've got our new running order, so Radapato able to take the lead on the older tires. Jacob Stern in second. Weo followed closely by Echo, bringing up third and fourth. Weo gets loose. Weo bends it. Weo bends it around heaven.
Kenichi,
And now we've got cars into the inside wall. Kenichi is upside down on his lid. He will get reset, but we've got a big crash, and that is going to constitute a caution.
Yep, the pace car is going out. So that means Rada is our leader.
It looked like Kenichi got hooked by Koshi there. It's unclear because we were so focused on Weo spinning out, going into heaven. But it looks like Kenichi just cut across the nose of Koshi, and that has resulted in a massive loss of position for him.
So Jacob Stern and Radapato still not pitting. I think they know that now that with this much pace car, they can go to the end with these old tires, but they're going to lose a lot of time to the other drivers, considering they have much newer tires.
It's still going to be difficult though because of the traffic. It's going to determine, like, traffic navigation is going to determine everything in this at the end of this first stage. Because everybody will be so close together, and it's such a narrow track that, like, navigating the traffic is going to have to be perfect in these closing laps in order to catch up to the guys with old tires. Looks like we got 2 cars that are going to get a free pass. That will be Distributor and Kenichi as they move around to try and catch up to the pack. Nobody pitted, and we will be going green here shortly.
Nobody pitted, only Kenichi reset. So we have the 2 teammates, Rada and Jacob Stern, on the first 2 positions, with Echo following them in third. Echo on his redemption arc, as we see Weo in the back spinning into the wall.
Oh no, that's bad. Weo crashes under caution. That's going to be a penalty, I think.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. That will depend. But I don't think they're going to wait on him to restart the race.
And he is going to go into the pits as
Oh
well.
no, they're waiting on him.
So,
They're waiting on him. Oh, and
Pace car will be out another lap as he crashes into Koshi. Something is wrong with his car. I don't think he did that on purpose.
I don't think.
Man,
on my screen, on my screen, he didn't crash into Koshi, but he was faster at the pit limiter. He slowed down to let Koshi in front because he was in front before entering the pits.
Looks like Distributor and Kenichi trying to catch back up to the pack as well.
Kenichi hit the wall
as they come out of the final corner.
Hit the wall. He cannot pit though. Kenichi cannot pit because a reset counts as a pit stop.
Yes, it does.
And you only have one pit stop per caution.
So our running order as we go green this lap will be Radapato in first, Jacob Stern in second, LKR Echo will be bringing up third place. That's very good for his championship hopes so far. Ore will be behind him in fourth, Turtle in fifth, Koshi in sixth, and Wio will be bringing up seventh, and I believe it's Distributor and Kenichi will be bringing up our eighth and ninth positions.
Totally, exactly. Ah, I forgot the yellow, the caution overlay. That's all right. We're going green in a couple of laps, so that's fine. But yeah, this race so far, a lot of caution laps. They're gonna restart for lap 16 out of 21. So that will be 5 laps to go, I think.
6 to go.
6 to go? Okay, my bad.
6 to go.
Yep. Yeah, six to go. And the pace car is pulling to the pits. So we're gonna restart Radapato and Jacob Stern pretty close to each other already. We're gonna follow the restart from Koshi's perspective.
We'll have to see
how
it
we
all
are
shakes
driving
out
again.
In laps of Montreal now.
Oh, Kenichi with an insane start. Kenichi!
He does have an insane start down the inside. Distributor got a little bit loose, but managed to hang on. Kenichi down the inside of Echo, trying to hang on to fourth place. He does get shoved back.
The distributor on the inside.
Move. Radapato into the wall up there.
Kenichi and Jacob Stern battling controller.
Big time. Echo's made his way up to second. Can he keep the others behind him? Remember, him and Kenichi are separated by just 1 point here in the championship standings. So it's very, very important that Echo keep Kenichi behind him here in this race. Ore gets by Koshi in the background. That'll be 5th place for him as we go into drag strip. Now through heaven, Echo does have Radapato slipstream. This is a problem for Kenichi. He needs to catch up. He needs to close this gap, and I think that's exactly what he's going to be trying to do as we all file, single file.
As we have behind
Echo slides.
Wheel and Distributor side by side entering hell. Wheel will get the upper hand here. As the Distributor is... No, he's not pulling into the pits. But they're pretty far from the main pack now. The two Swedish drivers...
Oh,
contact between...
Kenichi making a move for second place. He overdrives the corner. Echo
right to the wall.
inside.
Right to the wall in Villa.
Is that caution worthy? Are we going to see a yellow flag?
We are not. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Pace car is out. Yellow flag is thrown. The field is frozen. And Echo will remain in second place. A fantastic battle we saw right there at the end. But unfortunately, Ore crashing into the wall right there does put it to a stop.
We had also a battle between Koshi, Ore, and Turtle was right behind. Slight contact between Koshi and Ore in the straight, sending Koshi in the wall a bit. But then Ore overdriving the corner, locking up the tires and straight into the wall. So yeah, that's definitely something that we do not want to see drivers overdriving it. But that happens. So right now Ore will be put at the very back of the pack because of this incident.
That's insane. You don't see Kenichi overdrive corners very often, and he's done it twice already in the first stage. I'm wondering if something may be wrong with his hardware, or if maybe he's just not feeling it today.
Might be the feeling, because he already has been racing with broken hardware. I think so. He's kind of used to bad hardware.
Interesting.
But yeah, Kenichi definitely not in the best mood today. He's still third though, so it's kind of manageable. But that's the occasion for Radabato and Jacob Stern or drivers from the mid pack to seize the opportunity and hopefully get a podium or maybe even the win, as Radabato is leading right now.
Yes, he is. Now, keep in mind, this is only the first stage. There'll be a second stage of another 20 laps, I believe.
That'll be 20 laps for the second stage, exactly. Or 21. Wait, maybe. Let me get the calendar lap count. So yeah, the second stint is gonna be 21 laps. So they're gonna be restarting now. So I'm putting out the caution overlay because we're going green.
Now, as we come through hell, our starting order: Radapato in first, Echo in second, Kenichi in third, Jacob Stern fourth, Koshi fifth, Turtle sixth, Wio seventh, and it'll be Distributor and Ore will be bringing up 8th and 9th positions respectfully as we get underway here in the closing laps of Montreal. We have 3 laps to go, and Radapato leads them into turn number 1. Now, Distributor and Echo are going to be fighting very hard. Distributor down the inside, makes contact with the 4-car, and now he's making contact with Jacob Stern. Now these two, Echo and Kenichi, trying to keep each other out of position, trying to force each other to make bad moves. Kenichi does get past Echo.
Oh, we have a crash behind.
We don't think Echo can catch back up. We've got more accidents behind.
That's still spinning the car, but no one's not moving, so the race is on.
We are still green here at Montreal, and Echo's trying to catch back up to Kenichi, while Radapato is just simply trying to hold the lead. We may get a team order situation here. But Kenichi tries to put Radapato behind him in order to slow down Echo.
I don't know if we're gonna have that because that's only still 1, and I don't think it is the kind of things the Heineken and Doritos team will do. But it is gonna battle his teammate anyways, as they are pulling to Villa.
That's gonna cost them both, because look at Echo. Echo's making great headway coming into this turn, and now down the inside, he's gonna get a leg up on Kenichi here. He had his quarter panel for a moment there, but now they're all very close, and he may even intend for a bump and run here. Kenichi trying to close the gap between him and Radapato, but Echo is hot on his heels with 2 laps to go as they come through box number 1.
So yeah,
now through box 2.
Oh, that's apartments. Yeah. But the boxes are the entrance of the box 1 is the entrance of the section. But box 2 is the right turn.
Gotcha. As they come through heaven.
Heaven.
And now Jacob Stern is caught up to make it a party as well. So Kenichi might get a better exit out of this corner, but as he pulls out of that slipstream, he is going to lose his advantage on this straightaway. And that is going to give Echo the opportunity that he needs to maybe make this a 3-wide. White flag waves for this stage.
White flag, and the tire whisperer is put behind the number 4 car right now. But Jacob Stern with a dive on Echo.
Yes, he does get it. Echo's trying to switch him back. He has his quarter panel. Meanwhile, they're battling up front. Echo needs to get by Jacob Stern and seize this opportunity. He does get by Jacob Stern. And now it's going to be on him whether or not he can catch up to these 2 battling cars in front. He makes a massive dive, overdrives it, but manages to make it stick. And now he's going to try and keep these guys behind him. Koshi and the 13 make contact. Jacob Stern is loose. So is Koshi. He tried to take 4th place. Jacob Stern will hold on momentarily, and that gets him off Echo's back. Now Echo, through these final 2 corners, has to make some kind of progress. Very late on the brakes, going through hell. Slides into the wall. Hard contact with the left front. He is still rolling, but that's going to cost him a lot of time. And as a result, I think Kenichi will stay ahead of him. They roll through hell.
Kenichi touched the wall.
On the front straightaway, Radapato, all by himself, will hold his position and will win the first stage here at Montreal.
Yeah,
Kenichi second, Echo third, Koshi in 5th, Jacob Stern in 4th, and everybody else will come across the line.
Actually, a really impressive drive by Radapato. Kept the lead all by himself, reclaimed it when Kenichi got it. Kenichi actually hit the wall out of heaven, definitely costing him the last opportunity he would have had through hell to maybe get the lead from Rada, but that's how it happened. And Rada all by himself, like you said, actually gets the lead of stint 1, meaning it will be on pole for stint 2.
We'll have to see how stint 2 goes. Remember, That's the first stint, but the second stint is what matters the most. So I believe we're going to get a server restart, and then we will see you all when we go green for stint number 2.
At this time, I'll try to mute the thing properly, so you see. at the end of stint 1. But I hope you're ready, Crash, because that's in one more lap, and that's where the big points are.
We are ready to rock and roll. We will be going green shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, Echo and Kenichi look very good. So does Radapato. I mean, all of those guys look like they're driving. One guy I think that we need to watch out for, though, is definitely Koshi. He was getting very, very aggressive towards the end of the stint there. And obviously, with him being so far behind, well, not so far behind, but like further behind than he'd like to be, as well as winning the last race, I think that he's going to capitalize on that momentum and get himself a nice podium here today.
Yeah, I'm sure he will try to do so, because remember, Koshi, 20 points down Kenichi, who's in the lead of the championship, so he can get some good points here, especially if Kenichi finishes down. As we saw today, Kenichi is far from being invincible, especially on that track, because he had quite a good heavy crash and was sent at the back, and couldn't get the win, the state win from Rada. So it seems like today Kenichi is not in his prime. Let's say it that way.
All right, we'll get our guys going to the grid here shortly.
So everyone's got the grid. We now have the 60 seconds countdown before the lights go off, and then the pace car will lead every drivers for the formation lap. As we have new bettings in the casino. Stint 9.
Ooh, what are some of these bets here we've got? We've got stint 2. We got one guy saying it's going to be 10 laps, and then one guy saying it's going to be 9. Two guys saying it's going to be 9. One said stint 2 would be 8. Another one said stint 2 would be 8. 3 for 9, 1 for 7, 2 for 8, and 1 for 10.
We're gonna see how this second stint goes, because remember, we have all these drivers battling everywhere in the championship, as we have the top of the championship really close, but we also have the mid of the championship really close. So every point today is something you want for whatever you position in the championship standings. But right now the pace car is leading all the cars for the formation lap, as we have a good angle for turn 1 to record the drivers going into it.
As we get these guys formed up, you can feel it, can't you? There's a certain air of stillness that falls over the racetrack as we wait for these cars to form up, as we wait to complete the formation lap. And it's getting very, very, very dicey here. We're almost at the midway point of the season, and so the championship lead would be very, very important. You're looking at your two championship leaders right now, Kenichi and Echo, are both separated by just 3 points now, after Kenichi finished one position ahead of Echo at the end of that last stint. So now the gap extends to 3 points, but it's still very, very doable, with Jacob Stern behind them and Koshi behind him.
Yeah, Echo needs to seize any opportunity he has right now if he wants to take the lead of the championship today. But as you said, we will be only half at the midpoint of the season next round, so there are still 7 races after that one, including the other non-oval and the super speedways. Actually, the 2 super speedways are in the second part of the season. So maybe we'll see new talent shine here in the super speedways, like we saw for Echo in the shorter ovals, or rather in the road courses. Maybe, who knows, maybe Jacob Stern will be the super speedway driver of the league. We'll see.
Who knows? We'll have to see.
Right now they are getting ready to start.
Pace car is in. We are back, bumper to bumper, rail to rail, driver to driver, car to car, as we get underway in stage 2 of Montreal. Radapato leads him to the green flag, but it won't be for much longer. Echo already getting very hyper-aggressive, trying to get on that inside. Radapato can't quite close the door in time. And now Jacob Stern up the middle. They'll be 4 wide going into this first corner. Never mind, there'll be 3 wide as Radapato pulls out in front. Echo trying to maintain his second position, does make contact with Kenichi, and as a result, they both get a little bit loose. Now, Jacob Stern trying to get to the inside of Echo. We've got a spin back there. Turtle goes around. It's Distributor hooked around his nose. It's a single card incident. We stay green as they barrel their way through boxes 1 and 2. Now past Crane. And now through apartments, Radapato maintains the lead with Kenichi close behind. Echo trying not to lose any more spots, trying to get back to Kenichi. But time will tell how this race shakes out. Meanwhile, we've got Ore and Jacob Stern having a very good battle back there. They're side to side as they make contact, going through heaven.
As we can see right now, the front of the pack getting really spread. As behind we have the Distributor being further back, and Turtle as well after his spin.
To see, Jacob Stern has the fastest lap so far with a 103.9. That was run in stage 1, and Echo overdrives it. Echo overdrives the corner, makes contact with the wall.
Oh, we went to the wall. I say he managed to keep the car out of the wall, but yeah, we almost hit the wall as well. Echo overdrove it. Now into box 1.
Big bump. Jacob Stern gave Koshi a massive push right there going into that corner. Koshi does get around Echo, and now Echo will drop to 4th place.
Jacob Stern into the
wall. Coming onto drag strip. That is big news right there, as that'll give Ore a chance to catch up to him. Now Echo slings it down the inside, going through heaven. Can he make it stick? He will not. Koshi gets a better exit off the corner. And I will try and keep his bumper on that quarter panel as he sends it into hell, but Koshi shuts the door and maintains control over 3rd place. Meanwhile, up towards the front of the pack, Kenichi is very, very, very barely cutting into Radapato's time. Radapato just ran a 103.62, and Kenichi just ran a 103.60. So that's your new fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen, by 9 100ths.
That's really impressive, especially from Rada, because he doesn't have the slipstream, while Kenichi does.
Doing everything he can to try and cut into this lead, but Radapato moving very fast now as we go back to our battle for the lead.
As we're gonna watch what happens behind. So Kraken Yoshi definitely in front of that small pack with himself, Jacob Stern, Echo, and Ore. But now Jacob Stern with the slipstream coming into heaven. Now breaking a bell later, he will have the inside line. But Koshi going for the switchback doesn't have the run to make it stick. So Jacob Stern will lead into hell. Koshi staying behind, but he will have the slipstream into the straight. So Jacob Stern has to play meanwhile, sorry,
Kenichi just ran a 103.1.
Yep, as we see that Radapato run a 103.0. Oh, okay, Radapato goes deep into the corner. As now Kenichi takes the lead.
It will cost him the lead. He slides, and now he's got to try and catch back up to Kenichi. When you come at the king, you better not miss. Gives him a nice little shove going into that corner. That'll give him an advantage going into this one. And now through apartments and Crane, trying to get to drag strip in one piece.
Echo and Koshi side by side into apartments now, coming into drag strip. Oh, both of them hit the wall a bit, and Echo will come out on top, and Mohan Monster, Ore with a better run.
3 wide, down the drag strip.
Ore with a much better run.
Heaven. Echo on the inside, and he squeezes Mullen to the outside. He collects to the wall, and that'll give Koshi a chance to maybe catch up to them as we go back up to the battle for the lead. And now Radapato makes his move around the outside, coming around the front straightaway. Across the start-finish line, he does manage to clear him with a slipstream, and now it's going to come all the way down to this braking as he retakes the lead. And he will take the ideal line through the corner. Kenichi slow on the throttle, and Radapato retakes the lead. 32 car, not going down without a fight. Kenichi's been unstoppable ever since the first season of Scars, but now he's found someone who will stand up to his reign of terror as they pull away from the rest of the pack. Man to man, car to car, here we go. Past Crane, Radapato gains more time as we go back to the mid-pack.
I think... Yeah, this season Kenichi doesn't have the upper hand like he had in season 1. I mean, he's still leading the championship, but with a much smaller margin now. While his championship rival is fighting in the mid pack, he found himself a rival into this race in the person of his teammate Radpato, who already won here last year, and maybe he can do it again here with the Saint win and maybe the race win. That will be a hat trick for him.
Yes, it will, as Echo shuts the door on Ore on the inside going into turn 1. He scraped the wall. He's going to be very late on the brakes here, going deep inside.
Oh,
but it will cost him a lot of speed on exit. Ore hits the wall and now into Echo. More contact between them, beating and banging through Crane. And then we'll be all the way up through. Here comes box 1, Ore down the inside. He manages to make it sick. Has his bumper on the outside quarter panel. Can he maintain position? He cannot. He has to elect to fall back as we go through drag strip.
So right now, Ore trying to take the slipstream.
Up towards the front, Kenichi is chasing down Radapata ever so slightly. Radapata got a really good exit out of hell. And now we've got how many laps left to go?
We're entering in lap 8 out of 22. So if my math is correct, that should be 15 laps to go.
That is correct. Kenichi down the inside, he overdrives it. Radapata switches him back. Coming out of the first corner, but the aggression is there. There is no doubt that both of these drivers want to win today. As we continue on through the track.
Like we did say, that's the stint 2, the last stint is where the big points are. So that's the stint where you want to win. Stint 1 is still important because that's still good points and the pole position for the stint 2. But people tend to be more calm during stint 1. Now it's stint 2. The battle is on as Kenichi dives into the inside of Rada in through heaven. But Rada with a better run on the outside. Wonderful defense move by the Spaniard. Now into hell.
Here we go. Radapata barely hangs on to the lead, but my question is, how much longer is he going to be able to stand up to this kind of attack? Kenichi now getting the slipstream through the straightaway, elects to go around the outside. Radapata trying to slam the door on the inside, but I think Kenichi's gotten all the way around, and he has late on the brakes as well, but not too late, as a beautiful first corner by Kenichi will guarantee him the lead. At least for a little while longer, and now Radapata is going to try and chase him back down.
Into the inside in box 1, that's the line Rada chose, and not he. No, he's backing off a bit. Jacobstead actually leading, no, I mean, kind of a no man's land now because he pulled away from the pack, but it's still far behind Kenichi and Rada.
We'll have to see. And as we go back up towards the front, Kenichi still trying to barely hold off Rada, but he got a little bit loose in that corner. And now coming through hell, he will not have the advantage. Radapata's elected just going to play this nice and safe so we can get a good run and a slipstream going down the straightaway to try and retake the lead.
I think we're going to need to watch the back pretty soon because Sterol is actually catching up to Wio. But right now, Rada is actually taking the lead away from Kenichi on the outside on Villa. Kenichi on the inside. Rada going very deep.
Yeah, we went very wide there. Unable to take the lead on the front straightaway, and Kenichi, I think, has got this one secure. He is now pulling away from Radapata. Radapata's got to pull himself together and mentally make no mistakes. No more mental errors. He absolutely must play all of his cards right if he wishes to defeat the man who cannot be defeated in heart. Oh, my goodness. That almost went really, really bad right there. Nearly went into the wall, but he manages to save it, and now pulling to the inside to try and avoid the slipstream. Radapata very late on the brakes, but still a very good corner out of him.
I mean, I think Kenichi knows that he needs to protect the tires a bit now, because remember, Rada is known for protecting the tires. Really, he's whispering to his tires, and right now he doesn't care. He's going in front with the slipstream. This time maybe he can clear Kenichi before the corner. He has slightly more speed, but Kenichi braking a little bit later to block him on the inside. Rada with the switch back.
Big bump! bump. They made contact, and now Radapato on the inside will take the lead back, but it's not over yet. Kenichi still has his bumper on the quarter panel, now has the inside, going into box number 1.
Right on the outside, want to run.
Side by side, neither one of them wants to give. Neither one of them has any quit inside of them. Now coming through box 2 and apartments, and now on their way to drag strip as Radapada hangs on to the lead for the meantime. Kenichi will have the slipstream on drag strip, and he's going to use it to his advantage, trying to pull to the inside, but doesn't have the speed. Tries to set himself up, coming through
right
heaven,
into the wall.
and Radapada gets into the wall right there. So that is going to cost him some serious speed, and I think Kenichi knows that. He's going to try and set himself up to get the best possible exit for this turn.
Rada with a much better run out of box 1.
It's working. Kenichi around the outside, now side by side, now bumper to bumper. Can he clear him? As he gets to the corner, he's going to pull to the inside.
Jacob Stern is catching up.
Line.
Jacob Stern is actually catching up because of that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. He is closing ever so slightly. There is enough time. Pit stops are going to play a massive factor in who wins this race. And now Radapato electing to just play it cool in second place, playing the long game. He knows he has the ability to do that.
I think Kenichi is starting to feel the way of the tires, because right now he seems to be much slower than before. Already with a massive dive into heaven.
Ooh.
And he makes it stick.
Big move right there.
He grabbed both his balls and went for it.
Faster. Now he's going to have to try and make it happen. Kenichi is faster out of this corner, but Radapato gets a massive speed boost. Kenichi going into the pits. Radapato elects to stay out. Jacob Stern will go into the pits behind him as we have green flag pit stops, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait, actually? No, that's a yellow flag.
There's a caution?
Yeah, the pace car is out. Turtle was in the pits. I think maybe Turtle went straight into the wall. So that's Kenichi is making the big operation right here, because he pitted right before the pace car went out. So now Rada is kind of screwed up.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not sure why Radapada didn't pit there. He's going to be a sitting duck on those old tires. Unless he's counting, even if a second caution comes out, he's going to be the only one who pits. Radapato's going to need a miracle to stay in the lead here.
Maybe with this pace car, he can make the whole race on one set of tires. That's a possibility.
It is a possibility. We can't see inside the car. We don't know what his tire wear is at, but it cannot be looking great, especially with the entire pack on fresh tires behind you. And with that being said, it does put Koshi and Echo into great positions to try and nab more points here. Jacob Stern was looking more and more untouchable as the race went on, but with that caution, things have definitely changed. We had how many laps to go?
So that's lap 13, now going to 14, so that'll be 9 laps to go, I think.
That depends on if the pace car comes in. The pace car will stay out this lap. So we will have 8 laps to go when we come back to the green flag. It looks like Kenichi winning the battle off pit road. Jacob Stern behind him in 3rd. In 4th, Koshi. In 5th, Echo. In 6th, we have Ore and Distributor bringing up 7th place. And I'm assuming it'll be Wio and Turtle bringing up 8th and 9th. As we come through the corners on this final caution lap, the question will now remain, can Radapato make it on these tires?
That's a big question everyone is asking himself. But right now, we are praying that Rada won't blow up a tire in the restart, because remember, that's a possibility. The tire blow up can happen.
We will have to see. It's not looking good for Radapato here, because not only is the question, can he make it to the end on these tires, can he make it to the end and fight off the entire pack on fresh tires behind him? This is going to take a monumental effort from Radapato. Selects the inside lane as Kenichi pulls up beside him. So we will have to see. And the bad part about it is that if he's in the lead and he does blow a tire on the restart, chances are, if it's a right or left front, it won't really matter because he's going to go careening into the wall in front of the entire pack, and that is going to be very, very dangerous.
I think everyone is behind the pace car, so that will be green. Yep, the pace car is pulling to the pits, so green flag.
For what should be the final caution of this race. Here we go. Band for band, rack for rack. All on the line.
And there we go.
Montreal as we get back underway. And now Radapato gets a great jump right there. Jacob Stern behind him will now move into second place, trying to thread the needle, and he does. Going to the outside. Can he make it? Kenichi diving to the inside as well to try and get on his quarter panel, and he's able to successfully. More
much better run.
Banging behind them between Wio and the distributor.
Much
now,
better run
Kenichi
through here by Kenichi.
Back. He will get back by Jacob, but now he's going to chase down Radapato, which is going to be a lot easier said than done, especially with Jacob Stern giving him pushes and shoves back there. Meanwhile, Echo is going to get by Koshi, and now he's going to be looking to put some pressure on Jacob Stern, which would allow Kenichi to get away and chase down his main target in Radapato, who has already pulled away considerably. Is running incredible laps and having an incredible drive. Jacob Stern down the inside. Guns for second place, won't get there. But my goodness, showing his aggression, and now Echo will get an opportunity
Echo trying
to get
also
by him on the inside.
Behind Turtle Spawn again, behind.
Appears to be a single car incident. Jacob Stern is shuffled into 4th place and soon into 5th as Koshi has the slipstream. Echo in 3rd, Kenichi in 2nd. If Echo can get by Kenichi here, it has massive championship implications.
Oh, Kenichi locks the tire.
Overdrives the corner. That's going to get Echo an opportunity to close some serious distance. But now I think Radapato is starting to feel the loss of grip on those tires. As we look at this from Echo's perspective,
that's a caution.
Oh, the yellow's out. The yellow is out.
And that's actually helping Rada a lot.
And again, yes, Rado's just got more laps that he can run on these old tires. Any lap that he can run below speed is a good lap for him. But man, if I could be a fly on the wall in that VC now, I wonder what he's talking to himself about. Talking to his team about. We can only speculate as the pace car comes out. Now with Echo in 3rd here, if he gets a good enough jump, he might be able to get by Kenichi and keep him behind him. That would be interesting.
And yep, Rada is not pitting. He's really planning on doing the whole race on this set of tires.
We'll have to see how it works out for him. Very bold strategy indeed. You can feel their hearts beating from here. Everybody's nervous. The end of the race coming up. The whole week you've been preparing for this. And you can feel it. My goodness. There is no sport quite like this one. As we are coming through box 1.
And now apartments.
And box 2. We are going to drag strip. All eyes are on 2 cars here. So we get ready to get this race back underway. So our running order will be Radapato in 1st, Kenichi in 2nd, Echo in 3rd, Jacob Stern in 4th, Koshi in 5th, Ore in 6th, Distributor in 7th, and Wio and Turtle presumably in 8th and 9th. Unless, of course, they have not retired from the race and more contact being made between them. I think those two aren't big fans of each other at this point in time. They've been racing each other hard all day.
And the pace car is not pulling into the pits. Because there's still one
looks like Wio's going to get the free pass here.
So that means
the pace car's going to stay out.
Yeah. Rada is actually really happy about it, I guess, because the more laps they do in the pace car, the more laps he can stay out on these whole tires without pitting.
My goodness.
So that means if Rio is fast enough, they will be restarting for lap 19 out of 32. That will be 4 laps to go.
Yes, it will. So again, all Radupato has to do is hold them off for presumably 4 more laps. Doesn't seem impossible, but it certainly is improbable, especially after the clinic that Echo and Kenichi have put on the rest of the field today.
Right now they are getting ready to restart as where's Rio? He's I think we're gonna restart at lap 20 because it's just entering just straight between train and box 1. So box
yeah, we
1.
may have to, or they may just start it without him in the field. I know that's possible as well.
Yep, that depends on the race director whether he wants to have more laps or have everyone, and I think he decides to have everyone before starting. So that means we'll be restarting for lap 20 with only 3 laps to go. So now Rada should be able to make the whole race on one set of tires.
We'll have to see. All he's got to do is not have one blow in the restart, and his tires will be home free, but he will still have a long way to go before he can get this thing finished. And we are just now catching up to the rest of the field. Looks like Ore warming up his tires there. Not sure why you'd want to do that, but he's doing it. Now as they all start kind of trying to get double file here. Ore back and forth across either side of the track. Interesting strategy. We'll see how it plays out for him. And again, these two cars, the 4 and the 32. Been back and forth for them all day long, but it's going to come to the electrifying conclusion here shortly.
Only 3 laps. That's like an overtime right here.
I think Ore got into the wall there. Not sure. Doesn't appear to have any damage, but still.
I don't know because him and Koshi were warming up the tires here.
Yeah. All right, coming through heaven and now through hell.
So now they should be, and so now the pace car should be entering the pits, and we'll be racing again. Yep, the pace car is in the pits.
All right,
normal
should be
caution,
the final caution of this race. Kenichi and Radupato have gone back and forth all day. Your championship leaders are in places 2, 3, and 5. We are back underway here at Montreal for the electrifying conclusion. And Kenichi gets a very, very good start.
Jacob Stern in the middle.
Trying to take it easy on those 2 tires. Jacob Stern in the middle, can't quite make it stick. Echo remains on the inside. They're 3 wide, coming through that little kink right there. And Echo trying to stay on the inside, trying to do his best to stay even with Kenichi. We've got trouble back there. Turtles on the inside wall. It is a single car incident. We do stay green. And now Kenichi has to try and chase down the 32 car. They both get loose. They're both aggressively driving. Jacob Stern making a move for 3rd place behind them.
As we can see behind, the mid-pack is really close to each other.
Yes, they are, but now Kenichi's going to try and make his move on Radupato, who slams the door on the inside, takes the defensive line, and now Kenichi tries to get the better run. He does get the better run, but it's not going to matter because he makes contact with the 32, nullifies his speed, and now we come through hell. Final corner, Kenichi slightly goes deep right there. That's going to cost him some speed on the straightaway. He has the slipstream to make up for it, but now as we come back across the start-finish line, 2 laps to go here at Montreal.
As we can see behind,
it comes down to 2 cars.
As we see behind, we have a big battle, but the battle for the lead is still on. Oh,
Kenichi
Kenichi locks
around
up
the
the tire
outside,
a bit.
overdrives it. Radapato squeezes him to the outside beautifully. And now Kenichi dives to the inside, makes contact with the corner panel. They're beating and banging all the way around the track for this one.
Where's Cracked Yoshi? I think he overdrove the corner. Cracked Yoshi is relegated back to 7th place here.
Unfortunate to say the least, but now Kenichi and Radapato's battle is being interrupted. Jacob Stern and Ore are both hot on their heels. Kenichi makes contact with the wall. He gets into the wall. Ore's going to try and get by him on the inside. The 13 gives him a shove. And now Ore and Jacob Stern both go by Kenichi. And Radapato, on the same set of tires since the start of the stint, is pulling further and further away as they go too wide out of heaven.
As Jacob
And now
Stern
Kenichi
is starting.
goes
Oh,
down to the
Kenichi
inside,
contact.
gets contact with the 13, and now the 95 into the outside wall. Kenichi trying to go around him. Echo has so much speed but nowhere to go. Is forced to slow down. These four guys on the final lap of the race. Here we go. Just a few more turns to go. As Radapato is taking it nice and easy. Kenichi around the outside, overdrives it, and now they'll be 3 wide, now 2 wide, as Jacob Stern and Ore are now fighting for second place. Beating and banging, side to side, bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel. Here we go. Jacob Stern pulls away with second place on the optimal line. And now Ore gets into the wall. He's going to squeeze Kenichi into the outside wall. And now Echo is slowing down considerably. I'm not sure what's going on, but
radiator damage, that's radiator damage. His engine is dying.
Oh no, as Echo has a failed engine, all Kenichi has to do is hold position, and he will gain so many points in his favor in the championship race, but he's not after points, he's after glory. Gets by Ore on the inside. And now he's going to hold him out for one more corner. Ore tries to give him a nudge, but to no effect. He's got the slipstream, but Radapato will win the race.
With the same set of tires for 22 laps.
And Kenichi will hang on to third place to beat Ore. Ore comes in 4th. Koshi comes home in 5th. Turtle in 6th. Wio in 7th. And that'll leave Distributor.
Echo had to reset his car. His engine died.
8th. And he will be our final car to cross the line. He has 39 seconds to do it, or it will be a DNF. The last thing he needs right now is a big fat 0 on the scoreboard. And that is a horrible, horrible ending for his race that he so desperately needed to be good.
I think right now Echo is kind of mad at himself, but remember we do have 2 drop rounds this season, and we're maybe considering a 3rd one. So don't worry.
So he's gonna barely make it. 3, 2, 1. He does cross the line just in time. It will not be a DNF. So he will get something for finishing the race.
And actually, sort of a hat trick for Rada. He didn't get the pole for stint 1, but wins stint 1, wins stint 2, wins the overall race.
Seems like a pretty good day for him. Seems like a pretty good day indeed.
Jacob Stern actually updating his graphic. I'm gonna show it on stream. Wait, let me show it on stream.
That is funny. What a day! What a race here at Montreal. And my goodness, it has been a hell of a time. But I think that's going to be all for us here on the Scars channel. You got anything to add, Karzer?
Yeah, that will be time for the interviews. As you can see, the graphics from Jacob Stern right here.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Will you look at that? That beautiful graphic. So I'm going to remove it right now. So we're gonna go to the interview. So I'm gonna move you to the commentator's office with me, since you're gonna do the interviews with me, obviously. And we're gonna call the drivers on the interview. So let me move here. And here, we're now in the commentator's office, so interviews. And I think Koshi is already pretty pissed about the race, as we can see in chat, him saying never ever again. As the distributor wants to do an interview. So, oh, we have a lot of people. I'm gonna move the distributor first because he was the first to react. I'm gonna mute the distributor. So hello, distributor. Welcome to the interviews. So quite a chaotic race, but a race with a lot of battles. You were at the back of the pack. Um, Unfortunately, you come home eighth in both stints. But how are you feeling about your race?
Overall, I felt like that was the best pace I've had so far this season. I've just gotten unlucky with some contact with the wall in a couple different occasions, and some dive bombs I probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah, you were
Uh,
kind of ballsy, especially on the restarts. That's not gonna lie.
yeah,
But you definitely showed some good things already in this race. So that's gives us expectations for the next couple of races. Next race, actually, Iowa is the midpoint of the season. How you feeling knowing that?
um, I feel like I was much better with my performance on this track, um, mainly because it wasn't an oval, maybe because I feel like this was a wild card
Mm.
and really my best shot. Because I mean, street track, common to have incidents there, relatively easy to defend because the tight walls. Um, it it's definitely the wild card. So I feel like next race is going to be just basically what I've been doing on the ovals.
So yeah, thank you for that. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Nope, that's all.
Yep, thank you, the distributor. And now we're gonna have the winner of today's race with Rada Battle on the interviews. Rada. So obviously you won today. You must be pretty happy about it. Winning stint one, winning
Yeah.
stint two, the whole second stint on the same set of tires. That was a real gamble. And did you gamble on the pace cars or just like you were making the whole
I
race anyway?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought other people were not gonna pit, and I was gonna have like some cars, some between Kenichi and me. But when I saw everyone pitted, I was like, "Oh shit, this is the end."
As
But I got lucky with that second caution. But it is what it is.
yeah, you definitely were the man today, the man to to ah the man to beat today because obviously great pace, especially in qualifying, with 1/1000th of a second between Jacob Sten and yourself, and then your race pace being really good despite having old tires. So yeah, are you looking forward for the next races, especially for me, Emerson Baldy, since it is the other non-oval?
I mean, we will need to see. I don't know about that track. I need to practice it, but I I hope it goes well for me. I win another road track. It will probably help me a bit, but it could be worse.
Well, yeah, definitely. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Not really.
Thank you, Arata. And now we're gonna have Jacob stand over. Jacob,
Hello.
so you updated the graphics.
Oh wait,
You updated. Oh.
you were still muted. Sorry.
So Jacob, you updated the graphic.
Yes.
So
Basically.
second place for you, and I believe in stint one it was fourth. So pretty good day. 1, 2, 3 with your teammates. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. I qualified P2, which was very good. So although tied with Retta, he made a mistake, so he was only 1/1000th of a second behind me. And then stint one was alright. I lost a bit of places, but I made it up in the second stint. Although I got a bit lucky with Kenichi at the end.
Yeah, but you were still pretty good all day long, especially in stint two, where Kenichi and Rada were battling, and you were catching up a bit every time you could. And at some point, you were coming really close. Without that pace car, you would have caught up anyway, I think. But yeah, next race, Iowa, in the midpoint of the season. How are you feeling? Are you looking forward to the next races?
I don't know about Iowa. I think I'm not that strong on that circuit, but we'll see what happens.
But yeah, definitely. We also have the super speedway soon. We talked about on stream that maybe you will be the super speedway specialist in the league. Who knows?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends.
Nice. Yeah, it depends. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Root for me next races, please. no offense.
Nice. I'm sure you will have your supporters in the chat. Thank you, Jacob. And now we're gonna have Kenichi over. So Kenichi,
Hey, dude. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. That was a great race you offered us here. We were completely going crazy on the on the stream because of all the battles, especially your battle with Rada. Bit of a shame that wall hit at the end that cost you the second place, and it could have cost you the podium. But still a pretty good operation for the championship with Echo blowing up the engine at the end. How are you feeling about your race?
Yeah, it was difficult. I mean, I think the constant yellows in stint 1 kind of put everyone in a bit of a mood, and then stint 2 we had a bit of a green section and then some constant yellows, and I think that started affecting everyone's groove. It certainly affected mine. I just at some point during the second stint I broke the lap record, so of course it changed my racing line, which didn't help. It sounds good. You broke your lap record. Yay. But it messed up all my braking points.
Yeah, because obviously with the line updating, but there's definitely gonna be protest for this race, I think, and we already have Terrell saying he will he wants to protest for 3 incidents, but that's still 1, 2, 3 for your team, and you're getting a pretty good advantage in the championship. Next race, Iowa. Are you looking forward to the next races?
Iowa should be interesting. Very, very high speed for an intermediate. I'll be honest, I'll put Koshi as a favorite for that one. And then what's after that? Ironhaven?
Yep, Ironhaven.
Yeah,
we need to find
Ironhaven,
a race director for Ironhaven because I have a feeling this will have some pace cars deployed here.
Yeah. I mean, Iowa and Ironhaven should be interesting. Iowa, I'm looking forward to at the moment. I'm done my prep for Ironhaven, so. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Montreal, it was a good race. It was. I mean, the battles I had with people were fair. I have seen a few clips that there might have been some people caught out by the slipstream, and bear in mind that this is some of the drivers today. It's their first race on a street track or on a track for Scars, so they've really been caught out by the slipstream. I mean, I got caught out by it several times. I outbraked myself trying to overtake, trying to go as late as possible, but the speed advantage I had from the slipstream was ridiculous.
Yeah, we saw you overdrive the first corner quite a lot.
I did it like 5 times.
Yeah, but anyways, nice to hear from you. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
I hope you enjoyed. I hope. I don't know if Crash is there. I haven't heard him. I hope you enjoyed. Come and commentate, dude. I'm gonna go and watch this back and have some fun. And I'll be honest. I had you in the background. I every so often, oh my god, look at him do it!
Yeah,
I was like, oh god, this is gonna be so awesome watching it back.
I appreciate it. It's always good to be back. It's always good to be back.
It's good to have you back, dude.
Yeah, it was really good indeed.
Whenever I do eventually whenever I do eventually move, because I move in 34 days. 34 days is when I move to Germany, so I should be able to be here a lot more, and that'll be great for everybody, I think.
Yeah, we miss you, dude.
Yeah, we miss
Yeah,
you a
miss
lot.
you guys too.
Yeah, thank you, Kinichi. And now to the last interview with Cracked Yoshi. So, Yoshi,
Hello.
not the race you wanted. I know you were not expecting Montreal to be your best race, but kind of bad luck during the end of Stint 2. How are you feeling about your race?
I mean, like you said, I didn't expect Montreal to be like any good for me. It doesn't suit my driving style. It's too tight in my opinion, like with how I like driving, and just doesn't work for me at all.
But yeah, but you two showed some great things today, especially with your battle between Ore and Ko and yourself and Jacob at some point before you pulled away. And you were definitely not that slow compared to the front runners, but yeah, life is tough sometimes. But next race, Iowa, midpoint of the season. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, the rest of the calendar. I am telling you, I am back for revenge on Iowa, Ironhaven, Honolulu. All of those three, I'm going all in on.
But yeah,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, ready
Iowa
to.
is Iowa and Ironhaven. That is my thing. Iowa, it's easy. Ironhaven, even easier.
Well, yeah, you definitely you'll be here to try and get KRM to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Always look forward. There will be the light at the end of the tunnel.
Nice. Thank you, Koshi. And so that was our last interview, so thank you for following us. Thank you, Crash, for being here today.
Always.
Way better commentating than me, but always a pleasure to have you here. For the viewers, don't forget to tune in for the next race at Iowa and for the rest of the season because we do have a pretty open championship. Until then, take care of yourself. See you, everyone.